Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolfe Pit and another episode of What Are We Eating? Instant ramen noodles. Just about everyone loves them. And what's not to love? They're dirt cheap, they taste pretty good, they're filling, and they're usually ready in about 3 minutes, so they make for a really quick meal. I don't eat them very often, but I have tried several different kinds, like this beef sukiyaki ramen, which tasted no different than any other ramen I've ever had. Not great, but not bad either. Or this pot noodles Bombay bad boy, which was a hot curried ramen, which wasn't very good at all. I even used ramen one night to try to get lucky. I fixed a gourmet shrimp and ramen dinner for two. Well, she either didn't like me or didn't like the ramen. Let me just put it this way, it's a good thing that whole meal didn't cost more than $10. All of the instant noodles that I've ever tried have been crispy fried and dry. You simply rehydrate them with boiling water. I've heard a lot about udon noodles, but I've never tried them. So when I found these Japanese-style, fresh udon noodles, I had to give them a try. These weigh an impressive 8.29 ounces, but it says they'll still be ready in 3 minutes. Now let's go over the ingredients, and there's quite a few of them. But one that really stands out to me is sorbitol, which I think is an artificial sweetener, and if you eat too much of it, you'll spend the rest of the day in the bathroom, so that scares me right off the bat. And then there's bonito and sardine extract, so I was assuming this was going to be kind of fishy. And then I see grapefruit seed extract, which initially I thought was strange. But after I googled it, I found out it has a whole lot of health benefits. Maybe they put it in here to counteract the sorbitol to keep me out of the bathroom all day. And then I see something else very interesting, fried tempura ball. I'm looking forward to seeing what that's all about. Now for the nutrition facts, and the serving size is the whole container. For the whole container, there's 380 calories, 3 grams of total fat, 0 grams of saturated fat, 0 grams of trans fat, 0 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,970 milligrams of sodium, 78 grams of total carbohydrates, less than 2 grams of dietary fiber, 5 grams of sugars, and 12 grams of protein. So unless you have high blood pressure or you're on a low-carb diet, these numbers aren't too bad. So let's open it up and see what's going on inside the bowl. The bag of noodles looks like a brain to me. So everything is individually wrapped. You have your noodles, the dry flake, and the liquid soup. The directions say to put the noodles, the dried flake, and the liquid soup all in the bowl together. And then fill up to the indicated line with hot water. When you're adding the hot water to the bowl, if you want to be really cool, get most of the water on the table. Now it goes into the microwave on high for 3 minutes. So after 3 minutes, it feels plenty hot, so I'm going to give it a stir and then give it a try. I wanted to scoop this funny looking thing out, which I'm assuming is a dried fish cake, and give it a try on its own. And it actually does have a nice subtle fishy and slightly salty flavor to it. Next, I tried a fried tempura ball. And again, a subtle fishy and salty flavor. Both of these were actually pretty good. The broth was extremely flavorful without being overly salty. And then I tried the noodles, and the taste and the texture were unlike any noodle I've ever eaten. They were nice and soft, but not mushy, and they also had a meaty texture, if that makes any sense. Everything in this soup was delicious. Everything worked perfect together. I could not stop eating the noodles, but I did limit myself to the broth due to the amount of sodium. Overall, for me personally, this is honestly, by leaps and bounds, the best instant noodle soup I've ever had. I'm not sure if this is still considered instant soup though, but either way, everything in this was delicious. The only thing that could have made it better would have been a little bit of meat. So on a scale of 10, this is going to get a solid 8. I will definitely be buying these again. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you do give this a try. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.